Hello guys, welcome back to our channel here. We're in southern Texas in Victoria County, which I mentioned that a few times. I just want to talk about retirement at 62 versus 65 and 71 and all of that stuff. I mean, get a few extra $100, but they tend to forget to tell you that life expectancy here in America for males is about 78. You work 40 years, retire 11 years, if you make it that long, God willing. So I retired at 62 after a few things happened. And my daughter passed away in a car accident, and what was going on with jobs at that time. My wife just got here. Maybe she was here a year before that. And Social Security, they keep warning us it's going to go away in 2030 something. Well, keep warning us about a lot of stuff. It keeps changing, but you just got to have faith in things sometimes. But I retired at 62. I'm 65 now. We managed to find a livable place, decent rent here in South Texas. It's cheaper than Massachusetts and a lot of the states. You got to look around, like I mentioned in another vlog. Find a good place to retire in, whether it be overseas or here, or you're coming back from being overseas, because you need a decent health care. And once again, I'm not too crazy about the problems I had here with health care. And for you guys going on to Medicare, you immediately signed up for Part A. You gotta actually send a letter in or go in and sign up for Part B. Part A just covers you when you're in an emergency room in a hospital. You need to sign up for Part B to get anything. But nobody reaches out to you and tells you these things. You get some letters in the mail. You need to get a supplemental plan also. My plan is through AARP, United Healthcare, and it's been changed 3 times because apparently there's plans out there that covers you a lot, gives you grocery allowance, extra dental or eye coverage. You'll get a card for that with a certain amount of money on it. But if you don't search that and make phone calls, call 211, you ain't gonna know nothing. You're just gonna be stuck with Part A. And when you get Part B, they suck out the $162 or $64 a month, whatever it is, and it depends on your budget and what your income is. Like my wife's here, she has her own income when she works, and they said we made too much. But after persistence and me filing 2 or 3 times to get help from the state through Medicaid, which is totally ridiculous. You can do it all online. If you don't know that, look it up if you're here in Texas. And I applied, and without the help of some of the reps on the phone telling me what to apply for, I would have never known. So you got Part A, Part B, Part C, Part D. Goes on and on. I've said it before. But if you don't investigate it, you'll never know. You just be sitting on your hands wishing you had something. Or you go back to work, part-time job. There's a lot of retirees who get a side hustle. And part-time, whether it's, working in an HEB, having people come up and check out your cheese or your wine or your fried chicken. Like the other day, right, honey? We tasted some good fried chicken. or bagging groceries. I moved to the Philippines, so I wouldn't have to do any of that. But anyways, if you can, you go back to work. I mean, I still get calls. Not so much calls. I get emails about jobs right now. And when I see the need here, like hospitals, I worked in hospitals for years. I thought about it. My wife's going back to work after baby's born. And she'll have her career. That changes everything as far as her income. But if you don't know, me, I'd say go with 62. Why wait? And hoping that you do live long enough. Some guys have pension and save $1 million or whatever and still sit around the house doing nothing. I'm blessed. I'm happy to have my son, watch him grow up. He brings blessings and joy and tears to my eyes. Now I have baby girl and my lovely wife, who blesses us, who made some really good fried chicken tonight. A gravy, broccoli, and a little rice. And I've been sticking to my workout. We're on day 4, right, honey? Mm-hmm. My fast step walking 15 minutes a day. It's a mile. And, I pray I'm around another 20-some years, whatever. The church is tomorrow. It's Saturday right now. And, I just wanted to mention that. That's just my thoughts on retire at 62. You work all your life. I didn't work 40 years somewhere. I start off, babe, look at this dog. I started off, had a rough start with working. Even though my dad worked 3 jobs, he didn't instill working into me. It took me a long time to get my act together after being a party and being in rock and roll bands for years. So I decided to get my life together and kept pushing for it, and here I am. And anyways, but I just wanted to mention these things. There's a lot on YouTube, on the web about these things, and guys who are living it. Anyways, sorry I got distracted by the dogs over there. But that's it. Make sure when you get on the Medicare that you call them, you go to Social Security, you check out what your the extra plans that are there to help you. It's advertised all over YouTube, things like that. But it's real. You're going to need help, especially if you're single and you don't have a wife who's going to be working and stuff like that, no extra income. This is my side hustle. It ain't much, but, it's a hobby. And I've considered doing other things, I may or may not take part-time. It depends. My job is raising my kids at the moment. I'll be taking care of baby girl. My son starts school. My wife will be working, and we got 2 years. We got plans. We got goals. As much as we'd like to be in an Airbus, right, Elijah? Flying across the world. Say it, Airbus. Airbus. He watches flights of me on TV and stuff. And but anyways, that's just my topic for today. Thanks for watching our video about it's hotter here in Texas than it is in the Philippines. It's been rough. We open our door in the morning before I make my coffee. It's like the hot air just rushes right in. We got 2 ACs. And to keep the house pretty cool. Although I wake up, turn one off in the middle of the night because I'm freezing my butt off. My wife doesn't seem to mind though. There's a group of dogs. Reminds me of the Philippines. We used to put out the garbage for the dogs. And they kind of protected our house at night. You heard a dog bark in the middle of the night, that means someone's walking down the street. Just like this little dog over here. He's kind of the watchdog for us. He comes over once in a while and stares at me looking for something to eat. But that's it. You get into this Medicare and and my choice was to retire at 62, enjoy my life. And that's pretty much it, guys. Do your research, check into it before you wind up being screwed or wondering, why don't I have these things or why are they taking this money out of my Social Security? All right, have a great night. See you later. From Claude and Jessica living in the Philippines.